How did race riots impact the civil rights movement? Have you ever wondered how race riots shaped the civil rights movement in the 1960s? This decade was a time of change, marked by both the vibrant counterculture and the urgent fight for civil rights. While these movements had different focuses, they were interconnected in many ways. The civil rights movement aimed to end racial segregation and discrimination, but it faced numerous challenges, including devastating race riots. These riots were fueled by deep-rooted issues like racism, economic inequality, and police violence. Some of the most notable riots occurred in cities such as Detroit, Los Angeles, and Newark. The unrest following the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. in 1960, it led to riots in over 100 cities. These events illustrated the anger and frustration of African American communities who felt that their calls for equality were being ignored. The impact of these riots on the civil rights movement was profound. They drew national attention to the struggles faced by African Americans and highlighted the urgent need for civil rights legislation. The violence and destruction, while tragic, forced many to confront the reality of racial injustice in America. As the decade progressed, the focus began to shift from nonviolent protests to more assertive actions, with movements like Black Power gaining traction. From a nostalgic perspective, these events reminded us of the challenges of the era while also showcasing the spirit of activism. The riots symbolized the desperation felt by many, but they also rallied support for the civil rights movement. This momentum contributed to significant legislative changes, such as the Civil Rights Act of 1960 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Although these laws were not perfect, they marked important steps toward achieving racial equality. In the context of the counterculture movement, the setbacks faced by the civil rights movement, including the race riots, highlighted broader societal issues that required attention. While the counterculture focused on personal freedom and cultural change, the civil rights movement sought legal and political reforms. Despite their different approaches, both movements played vital roles in transforming American society during this decade. The race riots of the 1960s were not just moments of chaos, they were catalysts for change. They brought to light the urgent need for justice and equality, ultimately shaping the course of the civil rights movement and leaving a lasting impact on American history.